Okay, very welcome to episode 3 of Carpe podcast. And today I have two very special guests, Andrea and Lewis.
Hello.
Woo!
Hi, everyone.
Hey guys, what's the crack?
Are we like really loud?
I think we're fine.
Okay, cool. Oh my
If
God.
not, I'll try to fix it in post.
I'm going to
Okay,
use
cool.
my sexy voice for this podcast.
Give
I
some
hope you don't
ASMR action.
mind.
Come on, nice and close.
Yeah, so welcome guys.
So, first of all, like, how would you kind of introduce yourself to people who have no idea who you are and who are not on TikTok?
I'd say, excuse me, you? They don't know who you are? No, how would I introduce? I would tell them that my name is Lewis.
I'm Andrea.
And we're basically TikTokers and we do YouTube too. So we do YouTube and TikTok and, you know, Instagram comes with that.
Yeah,
And,
we're
we do
just
couple
social
content.
media creators together because we're a couple and we decided to start all of our accounts together.
Yeah.
So,
We want
yeah.
our life to be like in sync, you know what I mean?
yeah.
And like,
Nice.
so it's kind of cool because we just do everything together.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't come home at like 9 o'clock and then finish work and stuff like that and then see her. We like work together a lot.
Mm. It's kind of cute because, like, your life, your work is all together. It's kind of all combined.
Yeah.
I dig that.
I know.
How did you two meet, actually?
We met in 2014. I was 14 and he was 16.
I was 6.
And basically, I was on a staycation in Florida because that's where I lived. And he was on vacation in Florida, and we were in the same hotel. And I saw him, and I was like, "Who is he?"
Holiday romance. Your holiday romance can come true, guys.
Yeah, fully. Like I was just like, "Oh my god, he's so cute." And so I just had a big crush on him. And my friend like forced me to go up to him. Oh my god, it was so embarrassing. He was like, "Oh, is that him right there?" And he literally like, grabbed my hand, like ran up to him, and I was like, "Please stop! Don't do this." And then
Here
I
we
bet.
are 6 years later.
What was your first impression of Lewis and vice versa?
you go first.
My first impression of her was I had no friends. Like, I had no friends that were in the hotel. So I was just like happy to
Oh, I
see.
thought you were saying she has no friends.
No.
No, I had no friends in the hotel. So I was just like really happy when 2 people approached me and they wanted to be my friends. So.
Did you think I was cute?
I didn't. Yeah, I thought you were cute. I thought like I was.
Did you hear how it started?
Oh, that's on tape.
He was like, I didn't, yeah.
Okay, but if you look from now and then, you're way more attractive now than you were then. I did think you were cute, obviously, because I started dating her. But I like that. Like I was just like kind of like
That
the
sounds
first.
so safe. That's
The only thing I came was like I was kind of lucky intimidated because 2 people came up to me, so I wasn't really. I actually don't even really remember the situation. You know, when you're like put on the spot and you're intimidated.
yeah.
And like I just remember, okay, 2 people came up to me and they wanted to hang out, and I was like, okay, but like I actually don't really like remember because I was too much like, oh, what the hell?
Well, all I can think about is the fact that I asked you, did you think I was cute? And you went, I didn't.
Because I don't remember the situation very well. Like I don't know what my first impression of you
Okay.
Okay, we just small Fraser from Ireland.
was. Yeah.
How did it all kick off for you? Like, how did it kind of all progress from meeting to starting YouTube?
Very good question. I would say that's a very good question. Well, we have both individual stories. So I did YouTube by myself, kind of now and then. I wasn't very serious, but I did want my future to be kind of like in that industry.
What kind of
Yeah.
videos were you doing?
When I was in China, I made some videos just like of Chinese people speaking Irish, and I just made like story time
You did
videos.
story times a lot.
Yeah.
He has like really funny stories. If you find his personal YouTube
Mhm.
channel,
Oh my god.
he has like really funny stories in his life, like different experiences that he's had. And so I used to post about that. And did I post anything on my YouTube? I didn't post anything, but I
No.
wanted to be a travel filmmaker.
Mm.
So like I was going down the same path as well. And so it kind of just like intertwined
It
perfectly.
was just meant to be like.
And then
Yeah.
how many months in the relationship did we start a YouTube channel?
We started our YouTube channel maybe like, we started making YouTube videos about each other or like surprising each other like really quick. Like
We made them
4
for our
months in.
own channels,
Mm.
actually.
Yeah, we were making videos for our own channels, like surprising each other. And then we started noticing like, oh, people like this.
People like the ones when there's both of us in it.
yeah.
And they didn't like the one when it's just me. So I was like, okay, I see the pattern. here.
Maybe just because she was in the videos and it's like you are the one that was kind of pushing people away. I don't know. Just
Yeah, maybe that's it, mister.
so another way you mentioned that Lewis made YouTube videos about his story times in China and all.
Okay.
What would be kind of the most one that kind of comes to your head when you think about those videos?
Of his videos?
That's
Like
actually a good question.
his story times? Oh my god. Ooh, the time. Okay, so he has this story time. I don't even know if I should tell his story.
Oh, it's a vomit
He
one.
knows.
Which one?
The vomit one?
Yep, that one.
Yeah.
Ew, he's so gross.
I got kicked out of a restaurant. I vomited all over the place, and they evacuated the restaurant. And
What happened?
it was an all-you-can-eat buffet, so I just milled into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the story time continues from there. But
Buffets are not good for Lewis. He'll literally just eat everything.
I don't do that
even-
anymore. I've learned my lesson. The pain is not worth it.
But like he used to literally just
Oh my
keep
God.
eating, even though he was full. Oh my god!
I can relate to that myself. Like,
But to the point where you throw up all over the table.
not that far. Like, okay.
Yeah.
okay.
Oh my god,
Memorable story.
it's really funny.
But to what point did you make your own joint channel?
When
Ooh.
it was like 8 months in, right?
Yeah,
when
8
we-
months. When we moved in together.
We made it in March, and we were like, okay, we're
Was it
going
last
to
year?
have-
Yeah.
Last year, yeah.
Okay.
We made it in March, and we
Wow.
were like, okay, we're going to have a YouTube channel together, but we didn't move in together until like end of April, beginning of May. And that's when we officially started posting like every single week.
Mm-hmm.
And ever since then,
She taught me how to edit. Like,
Oh yeah, it's funny because I actually taught him how to edit,
Okay.
but now I don't edit at all.
Yeah,
Now
because
I'm
like,
lazy.
because usually I
Lazy.
see Lewis like in a room editing away, and you just kind of like, Lewis is editing, yeah.
Yeah,
So I assume it was the other way around.
I got bored.
that's literally what happened. Like I used to love editing because I wanted to be a travel filmmaker, and so editing was my thing. Like it was my favorite part. And then I just like slowly just got lazy. I don't know. It's not that I mean, I did get
Yeah,
lazy.
it is the fact that you got lazy.
But it's just like I realized that I didn't love it anymore.
Mm.
I mean, I would love it if I kept learning more, but since I didn't like force myself to learn more, I decided, okay, I like the filming part more.
Girl, it's part of the job. You don't just get to pick the good part of the job.
It's his part of the job.
No, it used to be split evenly. Yeah, you know why I took it over? Because she just didn't edit. She just decided not to edit. We had a YouTube video due on Friday or whatever, and Andreas is like, "Do-do-do-do-do-do-do." It's like Monday, and she still didn't edit it. Like that next Monday.
But anyways, yeah, he's the editor now. Eventually, we were gonna hire an editor. Let me know if
We
you
have
have.
no money. Yeah.
And well, what kind of feedback did you get from your family and friends when you kind of started off doing YouTube?
Feedback.
This is interesting.
He had a very different feedback than my
Tell them
family.
your feedback.
Yeah.
Tell them your
Mine was very good. Like my family, especially my dad, loves YouTube. Like absolutely, he's always on YouTube. Like subscribed to a bunch of channels. He knows about David Dobrik. He watches
Yeah.
his videos as well. You know?
He's in the loop, like.
He's in the loop. Like my dad's like not a boomer, even though he's like 50.
Yeah.
He's not.
He's
a
the
boomer.
cool boomer.
He's like cool, you know. And he was always like, "Oh my god, yeah, like that's so cool." Like totally supportive, giving me tips and stuff. But then his family was different. Not bad, but different.
So, my mom and dad aren't really into social media at all. They didn't really get it, you know. They're not in the loop, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
So like I don't know. They were just like chill when I was making videos. It's when I dropped out of college.
Ooh, he dropped out of college when we only had like 40
40
subscribers.
subs, and I was like, I'm gonna do this. And then they were my dad was chill. My mom was just like questioning. She's like, really? But I ended up just doing it. My friends, every single person I know, no one supported me, which was crazy. Like I literally we posted videos every single week, and not even a single, like maybe once or twice, but none of my friends shared it. None of my friends commented. None of my friends liked it. None of my friends, when I went out meeting up with them, I posted a video on Friday, met up with them Friday night. They saw because I posted out my story or whatever. None of them would say anything. So it was like a big shock to me. And that's when I realized like I stopped kind of hanging out with friends so much because I used to be a really social person. I used to like hang out with people a lot. I used to like go out like all the time. And then when I realized that, I was like, wait, okay, so I'm going to, first of all, this is for my future. I love hanging out with my friends because we have so much fun. But it's like, it was just not okay that none of them really supported me at all. You know?
Yeah.
When you start doing something different, I feel like a lot of people, I don't know if they feel threatened or if they just think it's weird, but like people kind of back off a little bit.
I feel especially in Ireland, like people just, if you do something different, they want to have nothing to do with you, like because
Yeah.
you're the odd one out, like.
Yeah, in
It's like-
Ireland, it's a very like the mindset is so like you have to do the same thing. You have to go to college. You have to do like creativity is really suppressed, like oppressed in Ireland, I think. And like
Yeah.
everyone wants to do it, but people aren't ever trained. Like our school system doesn't teach you to be like independent or doesn't teach you to be like
It's just rote
a
learning,
boss.
like.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
literally just like that. And like nowhere in our lives are we ever taught to like go do your own thing, go set your own business. Even doing taxes, you have to do your own taxes if you're like a YouTuber or your own taxes if you're a TikToker.
Or a business.
A business in general. That's so hard. Like no one teaches you anything about accounting, anything about taxes.
Teach you how to become an employee.
Yeah,
Instead of like becoming a boss.
System.
Go into the system.
The system leads you to be an employee, and then that's where it heads.
Yeah.
And can I just follow up question from that? Once you kind of start getting success and like the level that you are now with like 5 million, 5.7, 5.8, 5.7 million subscribers on TikTok. Has the opinion and like relationship with friends has changed, and like have the people attitude towards you changed?
Yes. I feel, what do you think? I don't know. I feel like in the beginning when we were starting, it was kind of like, this is weird. What is it?
Okay.
And now it's like, now that they see, oh shit, like you can actually be successful and you're actually making it. They're more like, oh yeah, they're my friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, not in a bad way. It's not like they're necessarily that friends are fake or anything. But I think it's just society in general is just scared of new things. But then once you make it, then they're like, oh, okay, I can accept them. But if you haven't made it yet, even though you're hustling, they like don't accept you quite yet. You know what I mean?
Just take a joke of it. But also, my own personal opinion, when we were starting off to make it, we actually had to do content that we didn't really want to do. We did what was trending, what was popular. Whereas now that we've grown to our level, we kind of can do our own content, whatever we want to do. Whereas like we used to do like POVs and stuff like that, point of views.
Oh my gosh,
and
they were POVs on TikTok.
Yeah,
and they were honestly like cringy.
They were so cringy, but it's so funny.
They did really well for us, and then they got us to this point where we are today, to the point where we're like successful and we can do whatever we want. So it's like also my own opinion has changed a lot, you know.
Like it's kind of same with me. Like when I started off my first YouTube, like any of my first videos, like when I for work and all, looking back, they're so terrible. Like I look so cringy, you know. Like if I was there, I would just slap myself across the face. Cause
on your first YouTube videos?
Oh yeah.
I feel like everyone feels like that on like their first.
But like
anything, you know.
But now like I'm glad I did those, because if I did not do those, I would not be here. Like, you know.
Yeah, exactly. And it's also really cool to look back on to see how much you've grown. You know?
Like talking to a camera is weird when you first do it.
It's such a weird experience.
It's so weird. It's like I'm actually talking to a device, you know?
It's funny because I'm so used to it, I don't even think about it. But when I look back, I actually remember being like, oh my gosh, should I say that? Like, is that weird? And being like insecure and awkward about it.
Yeah.
Like on our first TikTok live, Andrea was like panicking for like half an hour. She's
oh my gosh, I was
I'm
so
gonna be on live
nervous.
in front of 1,000 people, in front of a few hundred people or whatever it was.
No, it wasn't 1,000. It was like 80 people.
And she was like scared and she was freaking out, and she was like, okay, I need my dog here. I have comfort. Like she had to have her dog in the room, and it was funny to look back at.
I feel like you just have to say like fuck it and just go for it. Like,
yeah.
I honestly think that's the key to breaking it in the industry.
It's literally just had to not think about anyone or anything that might like say anything. You just have to do it.
Just post regularly, and then from there you'll develop and grow, you know.
and that's kind of goes to my like, kind of second question. Would you say it's quality or quantity for social media?
Ooh, okay. Do you want me to answer it?
Personally, I think it's okay. It's obviously never just one or the other.
Yeah.
But I would focus more on quantity
in the beginning,
because
I think that's very important.
I think it's very important, to get out, because I know YouTubers, who post very low quality videos, but they do very well. Yeah. So honestly, I've seen like people
obviously don't make a crap video.
Yeah.
But like obviously like still have it balanced, but the quantity should be a higher on the scale than quality in the beginning.
I feel like, especially with TikTok, like a lot of the big creators like Addison and Charlie and all, this stage they're so high up, like they could put up a video of just look at the camera and doing a wave, and that'll get like 1 million likes.
Literally,
like that's the goal. Honestly, obviously, I don't want to ever be a point where I don't care and I don't put effort in.
Yeah.
But to have a point where your followers are so loyal to, if you just like look at the camera, you get 1 million likes. Like what?
Like that is definitely
that
the goal.
Crazy.
Being able to like have such loyal followers that they're not there for the content you make only, they're there for you.
Yeah.
Like anything that you do. But yeah, as we were saying, like quantity, I think in the beginning is way more important. It pushes you and like it just pushes a lot of things out there, and then eventually you can start focusing more on the quality of the content. You know.
When did you say it kind of really began to take off for you? So like it's like, oh, things are happening.
When we started TikTok,
it was when we started TikTok. Yeah, we started YouTube, and that was we were being consistent. We like never let go. We weren't getting like discouraged. Like obviously mentally you're a little bit discouraged, but we just kept on doing it.
Yeah, we had 40 subs for like 2 or 3 months.
Oh my god,
and it didn't grow from 40 subs.
And then
we were
finally it started growing like eventually, because we had a video that was like getting pushed in the YouTube algorithm a bit. It was one of our Spanish speaking videos. But then when we hit TikTok, that is what blew it up for us. Like TikTok, it was like, viral video after viral video after viral video, and that's what pushed more people towards YouTube.
It wasn't just like, it wasn't easy. We literally posted on TikTok. We made a decision to post like we're gonna go hard. We're gonna put our all into it.
3 to 5 times a day, like no nonstop. It wasn't like we missed a day. Every day, at least 3 to 5 times, like. Fully.
And after our first week, we got 100 views in one of our videos, and we celebrated.
Yeah, 100 views was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Just quick question. Before you start TikTok, like, so was it, you are 40 followers about ish?
40 subs.
40 subs.
40. Well, no, when we started TikTok, we were at 500.
Oh, were we?
On YouTube, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And like in terms of views, how much were you on as well? Kind of averaging.
Oh my gosh, I couldn't tell you.
1,000 views was good for us.
1,000 views?
Yeah.
I don't even remember, to be honest.
1,000 views, we were like, oh, our video hit 1,000 views.
So that would have been like what, 4 or 5 months into kind of YouTube and all social media thing?
Yes.
That was May. Hold on. Mayo, abril, mayo,
quick maths.
Septiembre, octubre. Yeah.
Español.
6 months.
6 months into posting YouTube videos that got no views. After the first 24 hours, if it got 100 views, we started being like, yes, that got 100 views.
Yeah. Like, it was definitely.
It's all about consistency.
Because like I feel for a lot of people, they just expect their first video to be like 10,000 views or whatever. You know, they just get like 1,000 subscribers within like a month or something.
No, definitely not. It was 6 months, like 6 whole months, and we were consistent every week. Like that was all we did. Like that, we focused on that. Obviously, he helped his mom at like her work every week so that we could make some money as well, because we weren't making any money, obviously.
Yeah. And I was in college as well, actually.
And he was. Were you in college? No, you dropped. Oh, you dropped out like after that summer.
Yeah.
So you were only in college for like a month.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were literally 6 whole months, like every single week, posting once a week. And finally we decided to join TikTok, and that's when like slowly.
That's 6 months is the make or break period. So many people would do one YouTube video. So many people are like, I want to be a YouTuber. Start a YouTube channel, make one video, doesn't do well. That's it. That's it. They give up, you know?
Like at any stage, did you feel like, that's it, we just pack it in, like there's no point during those 6 months, or maybe like a bit later on?
I always knew. I was like, we're gonna make it. I dropped out of college. I dropped everything.
It was quit my job. Like, we didn't allow ourselves to have that, because if he was still going to college, then we could have had that decision where we were like, oh my gosh, it's not working, let's just try something else. But we didn't allow ourselves. We put ourselves in a position where we had to make it. So we put ourselves in a position where he literally quit, like left college. So we didn't have a plan B.
Left college, quit my job.
We always don't allow ourselves. We don't allow ourselves to have a plan B, so that we have to make plan A. You know what I mean? Like, that's how you have to do it. Like, we were even thinking, like...
Put some fire under your ass, so to say.
Literally. Like, sometimes when we didn't have money, we were like, okay, let's go to the U.S. Because, like, in Ireland, we were living with his parents. And we were like, let's go to the U.S. and start paying our rent, which we don't do in Ireland. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though we don't really have enough money to do so, to force ourselves to make money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we put ourselves in an uncomfortable position. Because if you're comfortable, you're never going to move, you know?
Even in this hotel, we have, like, kind of zero expenses. And we're not pushed to make money, you know? And it's like, I kind of want to get myself into a position where...
Make more money anyway.
Yeah, to make more money. Like, we're still making, like, a steady amount, but, like, we should be kind of pushing ourselves to, like, go further and farther, you know?
Yeah, we always want to push ourselves to go further. Like, I'm not comfortable. Even if, we have, like, a good amount of followers and everything, we don't allow ourselves to be comfortable. We always want to be even better and even better, you know?
Where do you want to go, like, with this, like, social media now? Like, what's your kind of end goal, so to say?
Oh my gosh, that's such a difficult question when people ask.
I know, because you cannot really say like even where social media itself is going to be in 2-3 years, because things can change. But
yeah, I mean, we just have so many goals, like in life, different things that we want to achieve, and so in general, it's not like sometimes people when they're doing YouTube and TikTok, they're like, oh yeah, this is what I'm doing for now. I don't know what I want to do in the future. For us, it's not like that. Like we expect to be fully doing this forever. Like, you know what I mean? Like eventually it'll be a family channel, you know. And, like, we want to build this out, and we want to have, like, create our own businesses as well, so that we have extra sources of income and, like, eventually be able to freaking build our own house, like Ace Family. You know what I mean? Like, that freaking humongous mansion, like 3 mansions tied together, like, fully, and interior design it ourselves, and, like, just all of our biggest dreams, you know?
As well. But, like, I think specifics for YouTube, one of the big goals is to hit 1 mil. That's, like...
Oh,
huge.
yeah.
That's like the main goal, you know?
We have a date for that we want to reach it by.
Can you share it? Or you keep it to yourself?
What date is it? I forgot.
It's March 6th, I think. Isn't it? That's when, because basically it's a year from when we hit 100K.
Okay.
And we hit 100K in spring. Was it March 6th?
Oh,
or May 6th? It was May 6th.
We better get grinding.
It was May 6th.
May 6th.
Yeah, May 6th is when we hit 100K. So May 6th next year is when we want to hit 1 million. And like, oh my gosh, it's a little bit, it's getting close.
Actually,
like,
yeah, okay, we need to start working towards that.
we're at 300K on YouTube right now. So.
Yeah.
That's very good numbers so far. Like, because I feel like the more followers you get, the quicker you start growing.
That's what I thought.
It
but
can be like that.
Depends.
It also depends, like, if you like still post good content, like.
Oh.
No, yeah, like, I'm not saying you're not, like, but I mean, because in general, because I feel like if people get to a certain level of success, they just feel complacent. And they're like, oh, yeah, it will eventually up, but I will just do, like.
Yeah. You know, YouTube is also so interesting because the YouTube algorithm doesn't give you as much success as TikTok or Instagram. It's not, people don't subscribe as easily on YouTube. They'll follow you on Instagram and TikTok, but you can make a really good video. Like, we've made some videos and I'm like, I know, like, that's a really good video. And they don't do as well as some of the most simple videos.
The YouTube algorithm isn't as nice as the TikTok algorithm can be. Like, the TikTok algorithm is a little more user friendly, whereas the YouTube one is like, we haven't figured out how to crack the code of the YouTube one. Like, YouTube is merely videos growing steadily and they get like a good amount of views, or going from TikTok. Like, we promote it on TikTok and they get a lot of views. But like, the YouTube algorithm itself has not blown up a single one of our videos yet, you know?
Okay.
So I don't know.
Hard to grow on YouTube.
We're still trying to figure YouTube out. Like, TikTok, we have it pretty figured out. YouTube is still like.
Can you share the secret of TikTok?
Oh my God. I mean, I don't even know if it's a secret. We just like have figured out what works for us and like what type of videos people like to see of us. And so we know like when we make a video.
So somebody who just kind of starting off TikTok with a goal of kind of becoming a TikToker, what would you recommend? Like,
oh my gosh,
you just, even if you don't know what your speciality is, what your type of videos are, make content, do a lot of different things, and then what is that one that goes viral? And then from that one that's successful, create videos around that area, you know?
Yeah, like make a lot of different content, and then whichever one people seem to latch onto, it's like, okay, that's what people like about you.
It's got to throw a bait and whatever like, kind of bites.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, if you do a successful video and it blows up, and then you never do a video like that again, it's like, that doesn't make any sense, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Going back to kind of all the different social medias like YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, if you were to choose just one, okay, if all the others were to disappear and only one remains, which one would you choose?
YouTube.
I have two answers to that.
Okay.
Follower-wise, obviously TikTok, because that's where we rule, like, for us anyway.
Yeah,
like, that's where we have the most followers. But content-wise, YouTube, because I feel like you have the most liberty and you have, like, as much time as you want. And you can just get way more creative on YouTube. And it's just, like, it's really fun.
People get to know you from YouTube. People don't really get to know you that well from TikTok.
Yeah, like, if you really want to get to know us, how we are, you have to go to our YouTube channel. Like, TikTok is, like, entertainment, but YouTube is, like, really getting to know us, you know?
Also, TikTok is very hit or miss. Like, the algorithm is good and also bad, as in you can have 1 million subs, 1 million followers on TikTok, and also have a video that does not do well at all, you know? And then TikTok also has the possibility of being banned, and like, it's very like hit or miss, you know?
Oh yeah, TikTok was kind of scary when like the whole it was gonna get banned thing. Oh
what was going through your head when you like heard the news? Like,
literally, our life was gonna be over. Like, not really, because we have YouTube, but it just felt like it was like you're about to go bankrupt. Like, they're basically taking our business away from us. Like,
she crumbled. Oh, you didn't crumble, but she was definitely more terrorized, and I had to keep the mindset. Like, I had to balance it out. We'll be like, no matter what, we're gonna make it, because we've been successful so far, so we can still.
But it's just like all our hard work, like 5.7 million followers,
just gone down the drain.
They're like our fans, our supporters, but they're also like our hard work. You know, like, we've worked hard to be able to be at that point, and so it's like all of that just down the drain. That would be so sad. Like,
that's crazy.
Oh my God, I don't even want to think about it. Thank God it's not being banned.
During that kind of a period of it being banned, did you download any of the kind of, what was the other ones?
Triller. Yeah, we downloaded Triller.
We're verified on Triller.
We're verified on Triller.
Yeah, we downloaded Triller and we just started posting on that, and we started saving all of our TikToks.
Yeah, we saved oh my God, we spent like an hour going through all of our TikToks and saving it, because like all of our content would be gone forever. So we were like, oh my God, we need to save all of this. Like, this is literally
I don't know if it was going to be gone forever, because it's still going to be here in Ireland. But so I think you just wouldn't have access to the account. But we didn't want to risk it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just like, go download everything, you know?
Didn't even download it.
We didn't download everything. We spent a whole hour and we didn't even get like a sixth of the way through, an eighth. We've posted a lot on TikTok. Like there's so many videos on there. It's so funny. Like sometimes people who have been on the app for longer than us are like, oh yeah, like they have a certain amount of videos and we tell them how much videos we've had and how long we've been on the app and they're like, you haven't even been here a year and you posted that much. Like what?
What was your first time you made actual money from any kind of social media?
TikTok, right?
TikTok. Yeah, we didn't start making.
Didn't make any money on YouTube
for a long time. Yeah. On
And
TikTok, the first time we made money on TikTok was it was spring last year.
like during
Not
lockdown
even
or something like that,
spring.
wasn't it?
It was before lockdown. It was like in February, I think. And someone contacted us about using their song in our video, and we made $120 on a TikTok.
And we were like, oh my God, this is crazy.
Yeah.
How did you feel?
Like even now, even though we're making more than that now because we have way more followers than that now, even still thinking the fact that someone can make a TikTok and make $120, that sounds amazing. Or 120 euros.
It is really cool. Like the opportunities people have that you just have to take grasp of them, you know?
If I didn't think about the fact that I have 5.7 million followers and someone offered me $120 to do a TikTok, I'd be like, fuck yeah. That's so cool. That's like literally a 15-second video.
I used to work 12 hours to get 120 euro.
Yeah, but then now I realize, okay, my worth is obviously way more than that because they can reach so many more people. Yeah. But it's like, low-key, if I wasn't thinking about it, I'd be like, okay, shit.
Yeah, still really cool. Was that kind of a DM that you got or?
Yeah, that was through DM.
Was it a DM, yeah? We got like random DMs and we also got like emails to our personal emails as well. Like
we got emails and DMs, but in the beginning we handled most of it through DM, yeah.
Do you ever get those kind of DMs like comment on our main account and become an ambassador or whatever?
I never, ever got one of those.
I've gotten those. Yeah, I never answered those. No, those are BS.
Do you ever get kind of weird sliding in DMs from girls or boys? Girls for Lewis, boys for Andrea?
Rarely.
Yeah, mostly it's like the majority of DMs we get is like, you guys are so cute, we love you. And then every now and then someone will be like, oh my God, you're so hot, or I'm going to steal your girl.
Yeah,
or
mostly
like
it's like our supporters that are DMing us. And like most of our DMs are so nice. But it's very rare that we get like, at least me, that I get messages from boys or girls or whatever. We're not like
thirst trappy enough.
Yeah, we don't thirst trap a lot. Like
only sometimes.
I mean, even
those Crocs, like, come on.
Like we don't focus so much on. We focus on our relationship a lot. So I feel like people wouldn't be able to get crushes on us since normally a lot of like girls that are TikTokers or Instagrammers or whatever, they'll focus a lot on their looks, right? Which go with them. Like I would love to do that. Like if I focus on my personal TikTok, but and so they make themselves look really good and everything. And so it's like a thirst trap type of thing. And guys like that or girls like that or whatever, you know? But for us, we don't focus on like being attractive or our looks that much, even though, I mean, I don't look too bad myself. I mean, you're cute too. But we focus on our relationships. So I feel like when we're focusing on that so much, people don't necessarily go towards us. Like, you know what I mean?
And like for those kind of few DMs that do go through to your inboxes, how do you feel about Andrea getting the guys going in? Hey, girl.
I honestly couldn't give a crap, like, because she gets so many DMs every day. It's just another DM, you know? And people will DM you, like, just randomly. I don't know. It's like...
What's the most random DM you ever got?
We've had some funny DMs.
Someone tried to get us to... ask us to send her a video to her mom. She wanted to send a video to her mom to convince her to get her a duck.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was funny.
So bizarre.
We actually mentioned it in our YouTube video. We were like,
I wonder if she ever
we
saw
were like, get her a duck.
But I don't know. We just like get like DMs all the time being random. Oh, one guy told me that, oh my God, I can't believe you let your girlfriend dress like that. Oh, she's a hoe and stuff like that. And I'm just like, I'm just like, alright, cool. And then like,
wait, you said I cool?
I didn't say anything.
Whoa there.
I didn't reply to him. I just laughed. It's just like funny. And then also like whenever we are outside, you know, in Ireland, masks aren't obligatory outside.
Yeah.
When I have a video of us outside and we're not wearing a mask, people are like, wear your mask, we have coronavirus, stuff like that. So like everything you do gets like nitpicked, but we just don't even care, to be honest.
I think the original question was, how do you feel about boys sliding into my DMs? I don't know where you led that into. I was like,
No,
he's avoiding the question.
yeah, I'm like, I don't know where.
Look at the way he's gripping the mic, you know.
Like, everything just gets nitpicked. I'm like, wasn't the question just how do you
he
feel?
asked like, okay, about that guy sending a message.
Look at the way he's gripping the mic.
I love this mic.
Some anger management issues there.
No, but
I don't care when you send her DMs, okay?
no, but in general, like, we're not a jealous couple at all. Like, not even a little bit. Like,
She gets jealous sometimes.
when
I don't know, you just do.
he'd like me to get jealous. No, but yeah, we don't really.
No.
And then kind of going back to kind of the friends and DMs now, do you ever get kind of DMs from your old friends who were like dissing on you when you're starting off, and now it's like, oh hey, it'll be cool to collab now, or something like that?
Not okay. So like, not people that I wasn't friends with, like not people that I ever disliked. No one ever messaged me, but people in general like think that because we have a platform, they just say, like, people who I just see on the streets or who are mutual friends with other people that I never personally talk to, like, hey man, could you share my song? Or like, a lot of people ask us to like promote their stuff, even though I've never personally met you, or I never talked to you.
It's like a using thing. Like, just because you know me doesn't mean you can like use me for my, you know what I mean?
Like, we worked hard for these platforms.
It's also like so obvious that they're using you, I think.
Yeah, like obviously if you're my friend, I'm going to share your song. I'm going to share this because you're my friend. Like, I would have even if I didn't have a lot of followers, you know what I mean? Like, I'll do it before and I'll do it now. But if you're my acquaintance and I wouldn't have shared your whatever back then when I didn't have a lot of followers, why would you expect me to do it now?
It's also awkward because we actually I get a lot of people I know, not really close friends, people I know asking me to share GoFundMes or charities, and like a lot of people want me to like promote their charity or promote their GoFundMe. That's a big thing, right? And it's like, I can't just have on my story every day a new GoFundMe, you know? I can't have like, obviously I can raise awareness for different social issues and stuff like that. It's like everyone thinks, oh, this person has a platform, oh, they should promote my charity, you know? And it's like, I get it, yeah, it's good to promote charities, but like when people have to realize like a lot of people are DMing us to like promote my GoFundMe, you know?
Like, are constantly DMing us.
I'm in a competition, promote it, you know?
And it's so awkward when it's like a kind of friend that was like an acquaintance that you're nice to, you know? But then they ask you to do something and it's like, like, you would because you're nice, but it's also like, you can't be expecting me to constantly be like doing promos or things for people. Like, that's my job. It's literally my business. I get paid to do this. Why is it okay for you to ask me to do something that is my business for free? You know?
Speaking, like, if you had an acquaintance, like, not like a friend, but like acquaintance who was like a dentist or like a bricklayer, like, you wouldn't come up like, can you build me a house? I'll fix my teeth for free. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
you're not gonna go ask them, can you build me a house for free? Like,
and also, I'm not gonna ask my followers every 2 days to donate to a GoFundMe, you know,
or to go follow this page, or to go buy this new
or to
purse,
vote in this competition, you know.
Like, it's a little too much, and it is like, I don't know if they realize it, because I understand to normal people, social media is easy. Posting a Snapchat story or an Instagram story is easy for normal people. And it's not that it's difficult. Yes, I can easily post a story, but it's my business, it's my brand. I can't just be like a promo device. Like, I'm not just like our marketing tool, even though obviously we influencers, creators are used to market things and we get paid for it. But like, I can't just be used as a free marketing tool. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I also feel like if you use your followers all the time just to get money of them to kind of go support this page, so
they don't like that.
They don't like that. Like,
they want to see. They're following you for your content, not for
what you're promoting all the time.
Yeah, like, obviously they understand you need to make money, and they'll be like, okay, you get that bag when you promote something. But if you're doing it 24/7, they're not gonna like that. You know?
It's also
click that unfollow button.
Yeah, goodbye.
Another awkward thing, which is not as awkward, is when like you're outside and people who are your friends who just post normal stories start posting stories and tagging you, and like will post on your story tagging themselves and stuff like that.
Oh
and
my
that's
gosh.
like, it's like they do it like just normally, but it's like,
I mean, I understand. I get it. Like, I get it to a degree, because even I would do that too. Like, I understand, like, people want more followers, but when it's overdone or very obviously done, then it's awkward a little bit.
Like, if I'm chilling with you and we're like and we're dancing and I'm posting you on my story and I tag you or whatever, yeah, you can be tagged, but like, let me tag myself in your story.
No, I don't get that.
That's so
like,
weird.
like,
it just feels desperate, I think.
Also, she's good at tagging people. I have never in my TikTok ever tagged people. I just like
Instagram,
sorry. I just literally take a video, click the post.
I always tag people just because first of all, if I'm hanging out with them, like, and I took a video of them, why not tag them? Because they're with me, right? And it's like, I'm not doing it because I'm like, oh, charity. Like, no.
Yeah.
I'm doing it because, first of all, I'm hanging out with them. Why not tag them, right? Yeah, it's normal. And also, in a way, it's like, I want to be nice because I do want to promote their Instagram or whatever because I care about them and I know that they'd like to grow. So I'll help them, you know? And so I'll tag them and I'll do this. But, like, when they, like, kind of try to force themselves into it, that's weird, you know?
Yeah. Anyway. I just never tagged people before. I never even thought about it.
Maybe you're a little too, like... Maybe
I just don't think... I just literally take the video and I just click the post button. You know that's what I do.
I know, but, like, maybe you should think about it just because it is nice, like, being tagged by someone that has a lot of followers. I would have loved that, you know?
Yeah, that's
true. You don't have to. Obviously, it's your platform, you know?
It's just, like, so easy when I take a video and I just post it and that's it. I don't have to, like, spend time... Because I don't like... taking a video of where I am and like spending 5 minutes like editing it, you know?
Yeah, I understand. Which is why I don't like sometimes I take a lot of stories and then I don't post them until like later that night because I need to like spend time putting them.
And then that you are active on social media now, do you feel that you're kind of more restrained in terms of what you post than you used to be?
Yes. Yep.
What you mean?
Opinion wise.
Oh, like, yeah, baby.
Like I feel like we can't really... In social media nowadays, it's very much one viewpoint is a viewpoint that you have to agree with. And if you have any other viewpoint other than the general media, you're canceled.
Yeah, and people just come for you and attack you, you know?
I don't think it's okay at all, but also I don't want to be canceled. Yeah. I love my platform and I want to keep my platform. And so it's like very difficult to share your opinions because people should just respect other people's opinions and see that it might be different, but still enjoy their content, still realize they're a nice person, whatever, right? But it's like in general media, it's like you can't share your opinion or they'll literally just, they kind of try to take away your freedom of speech. They're like, oh, you have a different opinion? Shut the fuck up. You know?
Yeah. Like for me, it's not really about being canceled because honestly, I think being canceled is low-key a good thing to some extent. But it's the fact that also what we post on Instagram is important because we have brands who want to work with us. Yeah. And if we're posting things like controversial opinions to the general media, then a brand is going to be like, I don't really want to work with them because they have controversy, you know?
To expand on his being canceled can sometimes be a good thing. Because if you don't explain that, that kind of sounds bad. He means like small canceled where it's like not actually, like it's stupid. You know when people get canceled for like stupid reasons?
Yeah, it's not like doing something that's actually harmful, you know?
And so they get canceled and they suddenly get brought into the like mainstream media and it actually helps them and they get more followers. He means like, in that way it's good because it's like if it's a stupid reason that you shouldn't actually get canceled for but then you get clout from it.
Yeah, some basic drama like.
Yeah.
I'm glad we do this in pairs because whenever I say something that I'm not supposed to, she just like is like, this is what he means.
Let me save him.
Yeah.
Let me just tell you what he's supposed to be saying.
Before he starts saying
just
like
just before he gets cancelled.
Yeah, just before he actually gets cancelled. Like let me just hold on.
That's me.
Because you both work in like in the US and in Ireland and you went over there to create content and you've been there in US content houses as well, correct?
We visited content houses, yeah.
So you were around a lot of influencers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How would you compare the social media scene in US and Ireland?
It doesn't exist over here. There's literally nothing like you go to a business and say, hey, can I promote your business in exchange for product or in exchange for money and whatever? And the business is like, why the hell would I ever give you money for that? You know, it's like they don't get it over here. It just isn't like businesses are not like aware in the whole business aspect. Also, like socially, being a creator and influencer over here, you can get like attacked and stuff like that. And whereas over in US, it's normal.
Social media in Ireland, like I love Ireland and I love all our Irish supporters, but we do also get a lot of more hate in Ireland than anywhere. Like we don't really generally get a lot of hate. Like we have like very loving supporters and loving group of people, but the few times that we do get hate, it is a lot from in Ireland. And like, obviously it's not all of them because we have a lot of Irish supporters and followers, but there's like this certain group of people that just like hate. And it's like, I guess it's just not, social media is not as normalized over here. So they kind of see it as this new strange thing that's like, what do you think you are, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my gosh, it can be pretty hateful sometimes.
Even like, I just,
those noises are just his emotions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like,
on the bright side over here, there's so few creators that we're like one of the biggest.
Big ones,
yeah, that is the bright side because in the US, we're not small, obviously, but we're definitely not near the big boys, you know?
Like we don't have 100 mil.
Yeah, like we're not Charlie D'Amelio, you know?
Do you prefer being the big fish in a pond or a smaller fish in the sea?
Oh my gosh, we were just talking about that. We were just talking about that yesterday. Like, do we prefer being like the biggest creators like over here, or like small but we're next to like really big?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I kind of like being like big like over here because it kind of feels like, wow, like we made it, sort of, you know what I mean? And then
like
when
in Ireland, we get recognized everywhere.
Like, we can't leave the house without getting recognized. But
And
in
so,
the
like,
US, it's like here and there, you know, it's not as often at all. And it can kind of feel like, oh my gosh, we're so well known over here and we're not well known in the US. But at the same time, the cool thing about being in the US is like you meet creators that are bigger than you, and then they can help you like get up there. You know what I mean? Like, they're a helping hand and they pull you up with them.
It's like working with someone who's like ahead of you brings you up.
Would you say it kind of pushes you to even work harder?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. Because over here, it's like
competition time.
we're not the biggest over
Yeah.
here. TikTokers, we're not the biggest, maybe second biggest TikTokers over here. But it's like we are higher up, and it's like we can't really grab someone's hand and they can help us up with them. You know what I mean? We can help others. Not that we're like helping everyone. Like, I don't want to seem like we help others.
I do get you, because like you have a bigger platform. Simple as.
Yeah. But, and then over there, it's like, if people have a bigger platform, then you can be kind of intimidating. Like, I kind of like feeling like, wow, I made it. I worked hard and I made it. And then over there, I'm like, oh my God, I'm like looking up at them like, you're a giant. What the heck? You know? But like, I don't know. It's such a mixed feeling.
Well, it's like sometimes I like being this big fish in a small pond, and then sometimes I like being the small fish in the big pond.
It's the sea. The sea.
Yeah.
Big pond. What would be kind of the big creator that you would love to work with or collaborate with?
David Dobrik.
David is a frequent listener of our podcast, so you can shout him out if you want.
David, what's up, David? Hope you're enjoying the podcast.
Yo, what's up?
I also think.
Wait, were you here? You weren't here,
but
you heard.
I was just before, but I've seen the call. How did you feel?
Oh my God. Ugh, I don't even want to talk about it.
For those of you that don't know, she called David Dobrik.
Oh yeah, well no, David Dobrik called me.
David Dobrik called Andrea.
I don't
slid
know.
into your DMs.
Well,
you slid into
my DMs.
David slimmed in.
David slid into my DMs.
There you go. It's okay. David slid into Lewis's DM because he saw a video on our TikTok where Lewis pranked me. So basically, Lewis like found this effect on TikTok where you can make it look like you got a notification, and he made it look like David Dobrik followed us, and I fully freaked out. And David Dobrik, I guess he saw it. Like, it didn't even go that viral. Yeah. But I guess he saw the video. And he DM'd Lewis, and, like, they set up the whole call.
I died.
No. Like, I had to, like, control myself. I started freaking out and screaming, and then I literally said to him, I was like, oh, my God, this is not how it's supposed to happen.
You thought it was
like,
a prank, did you not?
I fully thought it was a prank at first. I thought it was, like, you know, a recording.
Yeah.
And I was, like, waiting for him. You know when you say something to a recording, and, like, maybe it doesn't respond, like, this correct thing, right? And so I was, like, waiting, and then he literally said, like, I was like, Lewis, this is a prank. Like, this is not real. And David Dobrik literally went, this time it is. Like, what did he say exactly? He was like, no, this time it's real.
The funny thing is, she had talked to me several times about how and when she was going to meet David Dobrik.
Yeah, and
what was the original plan?
I wasn't supposed to freak out. Like, we're supposed to be friends. Like, I'm not supposed to be a fangirl.
Cool, chill.
Exactly. And, like, I even said that to him. Like, I screamed, and then I was like, wait a second. This is not how this is supposed to happen. And I literally told him, like, I had this whole plan. Like, we're supposed to be friends. And then he literally was like, oh, dang it. You screwed up. Like, it's fucked up now. And I was like, no. But... oh my God, it was amazing. It was like the best 5 minutes.
And then you got a
life.
Tesla.
I wish.
Definitely got a Tesla.
I mean, they were like, if you want to hit me up, I don't mind. Oh my God. This gets me emotional. Sorry.
And like to this day, what's kind of your most favorite collaboration that you've done, or kind of the most favorite kind of project that you worked on? Obviously, aside from this podcast, because I know it's pretty big for you guys.
Yeah.
This is the biggest for sure. No, I don't know.
Okay, well, the Go House is obviously like a cool project, and that's obviously the coolest project we worked on.
This is a really cool project.
Favorite collaboration, definitely. I think our first collaboration was with it was with a couple who used to be together, and it was kind of our first foot into the industry, meeting other people.
Yeah,
doing the same thing.
Were they much bigger than you at that time?
We're like
we're bigger on TikTok.
Okay. Yeah, we were bigger on TikTok.
They were bigger on YouTube. So like that was obviously, I think
that was a really cool experience.
That was my favorite because like it got us into the industry and like aware of like what everything was like, you know?
Yeah. And like now we've met more people. We haven't met like that many, honestly, so far. But we've met some people when we went to LA, and it was so much fun. Like
Everyone, we're doing the same thing, you know? We're here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
Meeting other creators is like such a cool experience because you see them online and you're like, oh my gosh, I wonder what they're gonna be like in person. Sometimes they're not at all like they are in videos.
Yeah, sometimes they're not.
Then
like
it's scary. But a lot of the times they're just like literally normal people like us. Like we're normal people as well. You know what I mean? People don't realize that. I guess sometimes they see us online and they're like, oh my gosh, but we're literally like, I forget that we have 5.7 million followers. Like we're just living our lives. Like I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
And so, because like I feel like maybe when we first met. Like, I don't know if you had you heard about us when we first met?
Actually, the only reason I've heard about you was because of the butter video.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So like it was during lockdown. I was in Cairns at that stage. I was
Yeah.
stuck in Australia, and I was on TikTok, and I just see this. Oh my god, babes, say butter.
It was on your For You page all the way in Australia.
That's
oh my
cool.
god, that's funny. But had you like seen any more of us or only that video?
I've seen like few others just pop up on my For You page around quarantine time. So that would have been around like late March, April time. So like all of those kind of videos of you kind of, oh my god, say so and so. Like my Irish boyfriend says the most ridiculous stuff.
Yeah, people definitely when they first meet us, they always get, or they have said to us like, "Whoa, you guys are like so cool," or "You're so down to earth," like. Because they don't realize that you're gonna be a normal person, kind of. Like they think like, oh,
I wouldn't really classify you as a normal person.
Hey. No, but like they see that big number and they're like, whoa, like they see you as something else, and then you realize, oh, you guys are literally like us. Like we're all as normal as it can be.
But would you say like having these amount of followers has changed you in any way at all? Like, or like even like mentally?
Mentally, oh my god. I personally don't think so at all, but obviously it's changed like our lifestyle for sure. Yeah. Our lifestyle is so different.
We're actually making money now.
Like we're actually not like broke, you know what I mean?
Yeah. We lived like months and months and months. Even like a year we're being very broke.
Yeah, we were like so broke. Now we're actually like able
she used
to
deliver groceries to try.
Oh my god, yeah, I did Shipped. It was like a delivery.
It's like Deliveroo kind of stuff?
Yeah. But I delivered groceries.
Okay.
And so, and I also did like a Deliveroo thing as well, but I did more like groceries ones. So I would literally do like the whole grocery shop and everything with a shopping cart, put it all in my car, go deliver it and everything.
And she babysat
and I babysat
and I worked in Bershka, like cleaning tables and like cleaning the store and stuff like that.
Yeah. So like our jobs are different, and we're definitely very more professional now than we were at first. Like we know the industry more, but we're still exactly the same.
I
mean, obviously we've grown and like we're more intelligent and smart about
exactly.
stuff and stuff like that. Yeah.
Like also like you just talk about working in Bershka. You talked about liver stuff. I feel like a lot of people, they don't realize a lot of hustling that goes in behind the scenes before people make it. Like
I worked 1 month to buy my laptop, the laptop that we used to edit. I worked a full-time job for 1 month to buy a laptop, you know?
Oh my god. Like,
and it's like crazy. Just I used to go to college, and then after college I would go work, and I'd work until nighttime. Or like sometimes I'd miss my last 2 classes of college so I could go to work. And so I got college, work full time, you know?
I think he's talking about the behind the scenes to make it like
well, like that would be it. Like
yeah.
You worked flat out, you worked flat out as well, but like, a lot of people would say that like, well, you're just making videos. It's quite simple, you know, like there's not much work involved.
It's like if you're doing something like the schedule I was doing where you're doing college and work, when do you have time to make videos, you know what I mean? And like also you need to do the work to make money, because starting off in the videos, you're not going to make money for the first few months, you know?
Yeah, like the first 6 months is full. Like it's not, you have to come up with ideas. You have to constantly, our job isn't 9 to 5. Like obviously our job, we're so lucky with our job because it's like people like obviously dream of this job. I dreamt of this job forever. Right. But at the same time, we're not lucky in the way where we get like a 9 to 5. Like we only have to work 9 to 5 and then the rest of our time is off. We work full time 24/7. Obviously, like we do like get lazy here and there. And maybe like one day we don't make as many videos or like we spend some time off. But like in general, like our job doesn't have a starting or ending time. It's like always,
That's
you know?
good and bad in the fact that like it's also, we need to kind of differentiate when it's time to work and when isn't time for like just chilling. And like you have to actually differentiate that by putting a strict time, because sometimes you'll just chill throughout the day or you'll work throughout the day. And then like also it's just like being your own employee, your own boss, is good and bad in a sense. Like, it's good because I wouldn't have it any other way, but also like no one is gonna make those videos for you. No one is gonna make up and edit. Like, no one is gonna like do all of that. Like everything that we have to create ourselves. Even to this day, when our videos go down in views, we are the only ones who can help ourselves. You know, we don't have like someone we can go to. We're like, our videos are doing badly this week. Like, help, you know. Like,
if we're fully honest, like when we were doing the best and we were growing the most, I could have 100% told you like we work so hard, we do this. But I'm not even gonna lie, we've gotten to like a short little plateau where it's like recently it's like we're not working as hard as we used to. We're not doing that. And we've realized that, and like we've been having talks about it, and we're like, okay, we need to start doing this and change our schedule, because we've been kind of stagnant even in our following and our view count. And it's like it's kind of harder in a way than a normal job. Obviously, I'm not going to say harder work, whatever, but like it can be difficult because, like he said, you're your own boss. You have to get yourself to move. And so, like, if we don't realize it for ourselves and actually push ourselves, we're not going to move anymore. And like now we're starting to realize, okay, have we really been working that hard this past like month? No, we haven't been working as hard as we used to. Okay, that's why we're not moving. Okay, let's make a new schedule. And it's difficult to push yourself alone, you know? Yeah. And so I think like we definitely are hard workers, and that's how we got to this spot. But I think we can always work way harder, because recently it's like, okay, let's work even harder to get to the next point. So I'm never going to be like, oh yeah, I'm the hardest worker or whatever. Like, I'm going to be super real and be like, you know what? Recently, we haven't been working as hard as we used to. We need to step it up, you know?
Also, like, being in a content house, everything is given to us, you know? Like, in this house, like, we're provided with everything that we need, you know? And it's, like, it's good because it's, like, oh, amazing. Like, we have accommodation, we have food, we have, like, a group of people who are doing the same thing. But at the same time, it's, like
we said before, we don't have the fire up our ass.
As exactly, much,
you know? Like, obviously, but we have to create that ourselves. We can't blame it on, like, oh, we're comfortable. We have to just start learning how to create it ourselves, you know?
Yeah.
And, yeah.
What would you say to people who say that influencers and people like you are just entitled? Like, you should not be getting paid for anything that you do. You're only making videos.
Like, how does that make sense?
I love to see you try.
So, like, anyone that works in media or makes videos for other people in commercial, like, they shouldn't get paid. It's the same thing.
Models, actors, what is it? Like, if you want to just, like...
It's really... I feel like, to be perfectly honest, it's a very much jealousy thing, because it's like, first of all, this is just our job. I'm sorry that your job is, like... If your job is labor, yes, it's physically harder work, but that doesn't mean mentally and, like, putting time into it, it's harder work. You know what I mean? Like, you just... That's the job you chose. If you wanted an easier job, and, like, come choose mine. Like... easier, you know,
if you want easier, an easier
quote,
job,
unquote.
like
but like, if it's as easy as it seems, like, you do it yourself, you know what I mean? Like, they always say, oh, it's so easy, that's all you're doing. Okay, then why the hell are you not doing it? 'Cause, like, it's so funny. I literally will laugh in your face because I know you're not gonna be able to do it, you know?
In Bershka, I worked some hours. Some weeks I worked like almost 40 hours a week, which is like proper full-time, right? And I was working all the time, so many customers in, so much like shit to do and stuff like that, like non-stop. The floor was a mess, like we had to keep cleaning. It's like getting stuff all the time.
Yeah, like obviously that's hard work,
but this is harder.
But creating your own business, creating yourself all by yourself without like this employer or the manager or whatever like telling you what to do, that is so much harder, which is why most normal like people don't do it, because it's a risk. And it's like, if we didn't make it, we'd be screwed.
Yeah. Like,
but we took that risk.
Someone telling me, go fold those clothes over there. Simple. Me coming up with an idea. Okay, what's the next thing I got to do to make this work?
How are we going to make it go viral? Like, there's a reason not everyone is a creator, because they haven't all gotten that, like, specific thing. You know?
Yeah. So we say F you to the haters.
Fuck you, bitches.
And, yeah. Just before I kind of finish off, I want to ask you for one thing. That's you, Lewis. Can you say butter?
Oh, here we
God.
Give some ASMR action for people.
Butter.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you very much, everyone, for listening to Carpe DM. And thank you very much for coming into my podcast. It was great having you here. Great conversation.
Thank you. It took us ages to get here, so we may take a bus all the way back home now.
Yeah, back home to our room across the hall.
I'll call you a taxi.
Thanks.
Peace out, people.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Love you.